little game. This game's called flower picking. So I'm just going to pick a flower. It's, oh, right there. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I imagine it will have the most lovely smell. Let's see. It does. Oh, who can tell me what this smells like? Anyone have an idea? What does it smell like? Marshmallow flower, yes! Yes! And how about, just for you, what is the best smell you can think of?
Jelly.
A jelly bean flower, yes! And bring it back, here I come.
I got one.
You got one? And you have a fried chicken flower. Best smell you can think of, sir? Smells like you! No, it's divine. You're divine.
No, like that, like when you
That's gravy! That's lovely smell. Alright, should I throw this one too?
Ooh, not me.
What? Alright, let's see, I'll pick one more. I'll get another. Oh! Oh, it's so lovely. I'm sure it has a lovely smell.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh! Oh! Oh, it's so stinky.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's so bad. Who can tell me what this one smells like? But you might faint. It's very bad. Oh, it's so bad. What does it smell like? Poisonous. Yes, it's a poisonous flower. What else does it smell like?
Throw up.
Throw up. I think you're right. It's a throw up flower. Right. What else? What else right here?
Stinky socks.
Stinky sock flower. Do one more. Yeah, I'm not quite past you. Have you got one?
Thomas.
No. Let's see. Oh.
Thomas. Putrid sweat.
Putrid sweat flower. Oh my God, right now. Diapers. That's a very bad smell. Yesterday, someone said my brother's farts. All right, I won't throw this one to anybody. I'll just squish it. Let's see, just one more flower, and we'll get ready to go. Ooh.
Yay.
All right, I need help. Who can help me?
No.
Would you come help me? Yes. Let's see. Now you just grab this arm. You pull this way. We'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll pull it. 1, 2, 3. No, we need more help. All right, let's see. All right. You way in the back in the orange and the blue. You two, yes. Both of you together, and you in the red, yes. And two in the front. Let's see. All three of you. Yes, you too. Yes, you too. And also you. And also you in the purple. Yes, purple and blue. Yes, that's you. Yes. And also you. All right. Everybody linking arm. All right.
Teamwork.
1, 2, be careful. 3. I got it. Well done, all of you. Well done. You survived.
I got this game.
All right, who should I give this one to? I saw your hand first. Very good. All right, let's just scooch you back. A tiny scooch.
Okay.
Good. I think we're ready. Our imagination is warmed up. Now, raise your hand if you think you can remember us from the last time we were here. You saw our last show. Oh, very good. Then you know that our stories are very interactive. You've always got a job to do.
Yes.
And in this story, you've actually got 3 jobs. So, the first job is, in our story, we have a villain. He's a baddie. And he's such a baddie that when you hear his name, you scream in terror. And his name is... Wait for it. His name is Uncle Andrew. Sometimes we need the screams to cut off very quickly. So I'll be sort of the director character, and I'll let you know if we need to just stop. So let's try it again. Uncle Andrew! Pretty good. Pretty good. Almost. Now, sometimes we might need the scream to keep going. So I might let it fade out and then come up again, and fade out and come up again. So just watch. Here we go. Uncle Andrew! Very good. Very good. That was a workout. Now, there's just one more tricky thing about that, which is that sometimes we talk about uncles and sometimes we talk about Andrews, but you can only scream if you hear them smashed together. So here, we'll try to trick you. Hello, Diggory.
Oh, hello, Polly.
How's your uncle?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Uncle Sam?
Oh, Uncle Sam. Yes. No, he's well.
Uncle Tom, how's his cabin?
Oh, Uncle. It's a shambles.
Oh, and what about the one you were so worried about?
Oh, Uncle Andrew.
Good. And now I won't always cut you off, so sometimes just think about doing a and letting it stop. Otherwise you'll get very tired in your throat. And now your second job.
Yes. The second job is your reaction to a completely different character. The Great Lion. Aslan. Oh, see, they know what to do already.
Oh, you remember?
So when you hear the word, Aslan, we want to
Start bowing. Bow.
yes, like that. So let's just try that.
It's like a...
Aslan. Yes, good. Yes.
And now the only trick to that is that character doesn't come in our play until page 12. And the entire play is finished on page 18. So you've got to have a very good memory to keep track of what to do and wait a very long time until you hear Aslan.
I think they're a very clever lot.
They're perfect.
Really.
All right, one more job. You've got one last job, which is actors are very insecure. And we need your help to feel very good and very important. So there are a few places in the play where we need you to cheer and shout and clap enthusiastically. And you'll know it's time to do that when you see us do this. Thank you. It was so spontaneous. Thank you. So we're going to start the story now. We'll sort of run off a bit and we'll come running back on, and that'll be your first chance to cheer and shout, and then we'll tell you this story. Are you ready?
Yeah. So what? I'm returning.
Oh, you've got to be obnoxious.
Yeah. Yes, you're very good at that. Very good. Yes.
So, this story is about a boy.
And a girl. And they lived in London in the year 1900.
When the houses were so crammed together they had to share walls.
And Sherlock Holmes still lived in Baker Street.
And the schools were beastly.
Well, girls, even girls who could read, weren't allowed to go.
Well, boys had to wear stiff Eton collars.
Well, girls had to keep their faces clean. And this boy's face was dirty. Dirtier. So much dirt.
All right.
And the girl, who was very pretty,
And very humble.
was in the garden reading when the grubby boy climbed over the garden wall. Hello,
No, hello.
my name's Polly. What's yours?
Diggory.
That's a funny name.
Well, at least my name's not Polly.
Well, at least I washed my face.
So they were friends.
Toffee,
No.
you really should wash your face, Diggory. Especially after you've been... Oh. Oh, you've been crying, haven't you?
Well, so would you if you'd loved your life and had a river and a pony and then moved to a beastly hole.
London isn't a hole.
And what if you had to live with a mad uncle and his sister? And what if your mother was ill and was going to
Die.
die?
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Is your uncle really mad?
Either that or there's some mystery. His study's in the attic. Aunt Letty says I must never go near it.
Oh, perhaps he keeps a lunatic wife locked up.
Oh, more likely he's a pirate. Like in Treasure Island. Bet he betrayed all his shipmates.
I never knew the house next door was so exciting.
You wouldn't like it if you had to sleep there.
Well, I know something special about my house, too. There's a little door in the attic, and it leads to a dark passage. I keep treasures there, and the fantastic story I've been writing. You'd love it.
May I read it?
No,
Well, can we at least explore the passage?
not when it's so nice out. I'll show you when it rains. Oh, very well. Light this candle. Now be careful in this dark old attic. Step off the rafters, you'll fall right through.
How long is this passage?
It goes on for ages. Do you know? I bet we could even get into other houses from here.
And be mistaken for burglars? No thanks.
I'm simply thinking of the house after yours. You know, the empty house.
It's probably not empty. It's probably filled with all sorts of things. Oh, we don't have to, Paul, if you're scared.
I'm game if you are. We mustn't make a sound.
Only 3 left.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's a door.
The empty house. Let's go in.
But Polly, it's not empty.
Look at all the books. Look at the microscope.
We should leave.
Oh, look at these lovely rings. Oh, they're so beautiful I could eat them.
It's
What?
Uncle Andrew!
Hold it. Stop. We've forgotten something.
What?
One of us has to be the villain.
Well, I can't do it. I'd have to talk to myself. All right. I'll go first, but then you.
Deal. It's Uncle Andrew.
How delightful to see you, children.
Please, sir, why have you locked that door?
Yes, 2 children are just what I want.
Goodness, look at the time. I must get home or they'll send me to bed without dinner.
Very rude to rush off when I'm in the midst of a great experiment. I tried it on a guinea pig, but a rodent can't really tell you much. A child, on the other hand.
Please let us go.
If you must, I suppose you must. Can't expect 2 youngsters to talk to a lonely old buffer like me.
Oh.
But before you go, I must give you a present. It's not every day that I have a lady in my dingy old study, especially if I may say, such a very attractive young lady as yourself.
Oh.
My dear, would you like a ring?
Oh, one of those yellow and green ones. Oh, how lovely.
No, not the green one. I'm afraid I can't give the green ones away, but I'd be delighted for you to have a yellow.
Oh. Thank you, Uncle Andrew. Diggory, help!
Polly! Polly!
None of that screaming, boy. We don't want to frighten your poor, sick mother, now do we? It is a shock when you see someone vanish, I'll admit. Gave even me a turn when the guinea pig finally did it. Before that, the experiments were less successful. Some died, some exploded.
Exploded? What have you done with Polly? What was that ring you gave her?
Oh, merely the dust which my fairy godmother placed in a forbidden box, which I promised to destroy but instead kept. It's all terribly magical, you wouldn't understand.
I understand plenty. It's those rings.
Mustn't touch. without gloves. You see, the rings only work when they touch your skin. Pick them up, nothing happens. Carry them in your pocket, nothing happens. But the moment you touch a yellow ring, you vanish. Touch a green ring, you return. At least that's my humble theory. I couldn't very well test it on myself. The little girl tested it for me.
You coward! Sending my friend to a place you're afraid to go. Polly hasn't got a green ring. How's she supposed to get back?
How indeed. The little girl can only return if someone goes after her. Now, no time to lose. Take 2 green rings and drop them in your right pocket. Ha. Now, pick up a yellow and off you go. Oh, I do hope, Diggory, that you are not given to showing the white feather. Oh, very well. Leave the little girl to be starved or drowned. Before tea, do drop in on her mother. Explain that she'll never see her daughter again because you were afraid to put on a ring.
Wait! I'll do it.
Excellent. Take the ring.
You know, in fairy tales, wicked, cruel magicians always get it in the end. And you'll get it too, Uncle Andrew.
Now, instantly, the study vanished. And the row of crammed houses vanished. And then all of London.
Help! Help me!
Diggory felt certain that he was underwater. Ugh, I can't jump. Yeah.
What? I'm not... My clothes are perfectly dry. Oh, another pool. Dozens. What a strange, quiet place. The air is rich as plum cake. I almost feel the trees growing.
I think I've seen you somewhere before.
I rather think so, too. Have you been here long?
Oh, always. Oh, a very long time.
I've always been here, too, I think.
But I've just seen you climb out of that pool.
Oh, I suppose I did. I'd forgotten.
I have a story in my mind of a boy and a girl. Perhaps it was a dream.
I've had that dream, too, about a boy and a girl who lived next door.
The girl was very pretty.
I think my dream was different. Hello, what's that moving? It's a guinea pig, and she's got a yellow ring tied to her foot. I've got one too. And so have you. Uncle Andrew!
How long have we been here? We must go.
Yes, well, there's no hurry.
Oh, yes, there is. If we stay here, we shall just lie down and drowse forever. Come on! Now leave the poor guinea pig. Your uncle will only do something horrid to her if we take her home. But how do we get home?
Oh, that's easy. We just touch the green rings. I've got them here in my right pocket, see?
1, 2, 3.
Good rings.
Nothing's happened.
You got the magic wrong. That lying lump.
Oh, now how do we get home?
I suppose we could jump back into the pool. Can you swim?
We weren't allowed.
Well, we won't need to swim. We want to sink. You can sink, can't you?
Yes, but I don't think that's...
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Still nothing's happened. Now my feet are wet.
Hold on. I figured it out. We're still wearing yellow rings. We've got to touch only the green rings and jump into the pool.
That seems very unnecessarily complicated.
Here. I've got a green for each of us. Put your yellow in your left pocket. Now, don't go putting your hand back in your pocket or it'll vanish.
Oh, let's hurry. I'm already late for dinner.
Hold on. If this pool leads to our world, what if there's a different world in every pool?
In all of them. Then this wood is just an in-between place.
Yes, just like the attic at home. Who knows how many doors there might be? How many worlds?
The wood between the worlds.
Brilliant. Which pool should we try?
None of them. This is not like the attic, Diggory. We don't even know if we can get back. I want to go home.
Well, I want to know.
Well, you don't have to know everything.
Well, perhaps I do. Perhaps I'll be a professor one day. Let's try that one.
Stop! Aren't we going to mark this pool? If we don't mark this pool, they all look the same. We'll never get home again.
I'll cut away the grass. There. Now, shall we try that one? Please?
Oh. I'm game if you are. 1, 2, 3. What? Whoa! Diggory!
Whoa, it's happening.
The magic!
It's working.
The ground's coming closer.
Whoa.
We're going to crash. Whoa!
What a fascinating place.
I don't like it.
The light's red. Perhaps we're just in time for an eclipse.
I really don't like it.
Look at the stone courtyards. Look at the railway, the archways, just like railway tunnels.
No one lives here. It's in ruins. Let's go home.
You know, there's not much point in having a magic ring that shows you other worlds if you're afraid to look when you get there.
Who says I'm afraid?
You don't seem very keen on exploring.
I'll go anywhere you go.
All right. Take off your green ring. Put it in your right pocket. We've got the yellows in our left. Just don't go putting your hand back in there or you'll vanish.
Oh, now what? There's nothing here but dry fountains.
Quiet, Paul. One loud noise and these old buildings could crumble on our heads like an avalanche in the Alps.
Oh.
Paul, look at this.
People!
Shh. They're not quite people, Paul. They're not moving.
Oh. Oh. Such clothes. Crimson and rubies. Oh, but they're all in tatters. They must have been magnificent.
This one is magnificent. She's beautiful.
She's too tall. And why haven't her clothes rotted?
Magic. Can't you feel it? I felt it the moment we walked in. Do you suppose that has something to do with it?
Diggory.
A little golden bell and a golden hammer.
Diggory, don't touch it.
These letters are strange, but the more I seem to look... Wait, they've changed.
Make your choice, adventurous stranger. Strike the bell and bide the danger. Or wander till it drives you mad. What would have followed if you had? Ha! Do they really think we'll fall for that?
But we'll always wonder.
So?
So I feel the magic itching me.
But I don't. You don't either. You're making it up.
Girls only want to know gossip and rot.
Oh, how exactly like a man.
How exactly?
Don't you dare say how exactly like a woman, or you'll be a beastly copycat.
I would never dream of calling a kid like you a woman.
Oh, so I'm a kid, am I? Well, you needn't bother having a kid with you any longer. I'm going back.
No, you're not.
Ow! Stop! You're hurting me.
I'll stop when I've rung the bell. Bing!
What have you done? We were safer with your Uncle Andrew.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Who has completed my spell?
Me?
You. Anyone can see you have no royal blood. How did such as you dare enter my house?
We came from another world by magic.
Magic. Show me your hand. You are no magician. You work for a magician. He has seen my beauty in the shadow of his magic mirror.
Actually, it was my Uncle Andrew.
There is great peril here. We must flee or be buried beneath the ruins.
Oh, only
That is the dungeons.
dungeons.
That is a wall.
Oh, the wall. You destroyed it.
Remember what happens to things that stand in my way.
The city's crumbling.
Once the air was full of chariots and sacrificial drums. When the roar of battle rose and the river ran red. In one moment, one being blotted it out forever.
Who?
I, Jadis, the last queen. Queen of the world.
What happened to it all?
There is a word. A secret, destroying word. Deplorable as death. I paid a terrible price to learn it.
You spoke the word, but what about all the people? The children and the ordinary people? That wasn't fair.
Oh, clearly you do not understand politics. What is wrong for the common is not wrong for a queen.
You sound like my Uncle Andrew. Please, Your Majesty, this horrible red sun is almost burnt out. Put it back to normal.
Normal.
Bright, yellow, like it's supposed to be.
A yellow sun. Ah, you come from a very young world. Take me there. I will establish my rule and you.
Pulley the reins, now.
Let go, Diggory, let go!
I'm not touching you.
Well, something jolly well has me. Whoa!
The wood between the worlds, and there's the home pool.
Green rings! Green rings! 1, 2, 3. Whoa!
Ow! Ow! They got my ear, Polly.
I haven't got your ears!
Something jolly well does.
Whoa!
Ow!
I can see the Tower of London, and there's the attic, and there's Uncle Andrew!
Oh.
Where is the magician who called me to this world?
At last! My conjurations have culminated.
You have learned your spells from books. In my world, we would have ended your life, but here you shall be my slave.
Is that by chance a lucrative position?
Fetch me a flying carpet, or well-trained dragon, or whatever is suited to royalty.
I'll hail a taxi.
Do not think of treachery. I see through walls and into the minds of men. I can cast such spells that your seat will burn hot iron, and your bed will be blocks of ice. What a witch!
We were worried she'd curse us next, but I suppose she didn't need us for anything. She ignored us.
Most witches are like that. They're not interested in people unless they can use them. They are terribly practical.
Listen, Paul, we've got to come up with a plan.
I certainly don't. I'm late. I'll be sent to bed without dinner.
But you can't leave me alone in a scrape like this.
Oh, if you want my help, hadn't you better say you're sorry?
Sorry? For what? What have I done?
Oh, nothing. Only nearly screwed my wrist off like a coward. Only struck the bell like an idiot. Only brought back a horrible witch take over the world.
When you put it that way.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry for all that, Paul.
Anyway, let your uncle get what he deserves.
It's not him I'm worried about. It's Mother. That witch could frighten her to death. Pax, please.
Pax. I'll come back as soon as I can. Diggory, this dark little passage doesn't seem so scary now, does it? There are worse things.
Much worse. Well, we must tell you what happened to Uncle. To that awful uncle of mine.
His heart was puttering, and he went to his wardrobe for a nasty drink that he kept hidden, and he drank it in one gulp.
Oh, she is a superb creature. Nothing but the best high collar will do. And the best wedding coat. It still fits. 'Twas your magic that brought her here, Andrew, you devilishly well-preserved fellow. Sister Letty, Letty, be a good girl and loan me another £5. Distinguished visitors arrived. Letty, don't be tiresome. My guest won't be kept waiting.
Ding dong!
There's a taxi.
Now, soon, the witch proved less alluring and more terrifying. And the only person who wasn't afraid was Aunt Letty. Aunt Letty had no patience for the terrifying, and she said to the witch,
Out of my house, you indecently tall hussy!
The witch drew back her hands to blast Letty with magic. But nothing happened. She had lost her powers under the yellow sun. But she hadn't lost her giant strength. She grabbed Letty by the neck and threw her across the room.
Oh, don't I just feel bruised all over? Oh, Diggory. Thank heavens your mother didn't see. Might have killed her. Poor dear. Nothing but fruit from the land of youth could help her now.
Diggory considered this. He knew there really were other worlds. What if there really was a land of youth, with a fruit that really could save his mother? And what if we'd lost our only chance to find it? We were miserable.
Mother.
Dinner.
Mother.
Dinner.
Listen, Paul. We can't let that witch loose on London. She could be blasting Buckingham Palace.
Pummeling Piccadilly.
Yeah, we've got to grab hold of her with the yellow ring and get her out of our world.
What's that galloping sound?
It's her! She's standing atop that carriage.
She's jumping on that poor horse.
She's crashing into that lamppost.
Look! She's wrenched an iron bar from the lamppost and she's swinging it over her head like a sword.
We've got to get close enough to touch her, Paul. That's how she hitched a ride in the first place. Come on.
What's that cabbie saying to her?
Now look here, Missy. Old Strawberry ain't no ordinary animal. His father was in the wars. You let go of that horse.
Diggory! Touch her now! We'll take them all with us. The witch, the cabbie, Strawberry, even Uncle Andrew!
Whoa.
My doom has come upon me!
Is this delirium? Is this the end? Easy, Strawberry. Easy.
Diggory, I'm slipping. Help!
The wood between the worlds. Oh, Strawberry, don't drink from that pool. No. No! One touch and we'll all be sucked into another. Oh, not this again.
Why, I can't see anything. Why can't I see? Oh! This time, the magic was different. No water, no sound.
Only stillness. Darkness.
Out of the darkness came a song. It started as a single note. La. And then it grew to 2 notes. La. And then it was as if the voices of 1,000 stars joined in. It was so
disgusting. Oh, excuse me. Do you have any brandy? I'm hearing terrible things.
No, it's not terrible. It's that lion. He is singing himself a bright, beautiful sun. He's singing trees up out of the soil. But this one looks like a willow. This one looks like a lamppost. The witch must have dropped that iron bar here. Imagine a lamppost that lives and grows like a tree.
Stupendous! The commercial possibilities are unbounded. Oh, well, bring back a few bits of war scrap, bury them, up they come as battleships. And the climate, I'll turn it into a health resort. The land of youth. And I was the first to discover it. Me. I must find a flag.
Diggory, did you hear that? The land of youth. Perhaps there's a cure here for your mother. Oh, that lion would know. I wonder what his name is.
Aslan. Narnia. Narnia. Awake. Love. Think. Speak. Be walking trees. Be talking beasts. Be divine waters.
And the animals really did talk. And they listened too. And they heard the first joke.
You kind of had to be there. Children, you are not from this world, but you have brought it terrible peril. Narnia is not yet 5 hours old, but already we have an evil.
And now that part was very confusing, because the animals all thought he said a nevil.
Evil.
And they wondered, what's a nevil?
Evil.
Who ever heard of such a thing as a nevil?
Evil.
But then they noticed the creature in the top hat. And a bulldog shouted, "There's the nevil! Get him!"
Yeah.
Now, he couldn't believe in talking animals, you see, because he didn't want to. All he heard was horrible howling.
No! Stay away! Oh, you loathsome creatures!
Now, the animals did all they could for the poor Neville. Some thought it was a tree, so they dug a hole and planted it.
Look, my head goes the other way!
Some thought it looked withered, so they gave it an elephant trunk full of water. Squirrels donated new nuts. Birds dropped fresh, juicy worms.
Ow!
And an especially sweet bear found a bee's hive. And instead of gobbling it for himself, he threw it to the Neville. Finally, the animals made him their pet.
Let me out of here!
And they named him Brandy, because the poor Neville was always making that sound.
Brandy.
But we children understood. It was the witch, not a Neville, an evil. We had brought her to this beautiful new world. Now we had no idea where she was. We tried to explain things to Aslan.
You see, your lionship, the witch came by magic.
By magic?
Yeah. Well, it was my uncle who sent us. And we met the witch.
We met her.
Well, she woke up when the bell rang, but when I rang it, but only because I was enchanted.
Were you?
No. No, I wasn't, all right. I was pretending. And now I've spoiled everything. And there's no hope of saving Mother.
We thought you would be angry, but the lion was so patient. He asked if Diggory was ready to undo all the wrong he had caused. And Diggory wanted to say,
I'll help you if you help Mother.
but instead, he said,
Please. Won't you help her?
then we had the great plan of Aslan. He would plant a tree to protect Narnia if Diggory would find the seed.
I will.
And he gave Diggory a great soft lion's kiss to bring him courage and strength.
Oh, that tickles. But, it sounds ever so far, sir. Past the waterfall in the western wild, past the mountains of ice and the blue lake, through the gate and into the garden to bring back just one apple? That'll take ages.
We asked the horse Strawberry for help.
Good old Strawberry. Now, Strawberry, these children need to get real far, real quick, and that's you, old Strawberry, real quick. Now, Strawberry, don't act as like you don't know me.
I know you. You made me drive a horrible black thing.
Pulling the carriage was all work, Strawberry. Without the carriage, there'd have been no sugar to munch.
Sugar. Sugar. I remember sugar. And the little boy who gave me sugar. But they sold me, didn't they? Moved me to that hard, cruel place with no grass, only hard stone.
Strawberry. Listen, I was a countryman myself once. Sang in the choir, I did. But I left to do my family some good. Now, here's your chance to do some good, Strawberry. Suppose you let them children ride on your back. That there lion says he'll call you Fledge and make you the first flying horse.
Flying horse. Flying horse. What are we waiting for? All aboard!
Your wings are growing, Strawberry. I mean, Fledge. There's your left, and by golly, there's your right.
Away we go!
Hold on tight, Polly.
I love the sound of the wind in my face. Here comes some zigzags!
Look out for those ice mountains. Oh, let's land near that blue lake.
Down we go!
Oh, you did it, Fledge.
Oh, Fledge, you did it!
Flying makes me ever so, hungry.
Me too. Oh, don't be silly, Fledge. We can't eat grass any more than you could eat a cheese sandwich. Sandwich.
Listen, Paul. There's no use both of us being hungry. I got us into this mess, and I promised to fix it. You use your ring and go on home and have something to eat.
I won't leave you, Diggory. Look, I've still got a bag of toffee in my pocket.
Okay, careful. Don't touch the ring.
Oh. There.
Oh, it's all melted with paper stuck to it.
Never mind. Only grown-ups worry about that sort of thing.
Not sure. Oh, let's not eat the last one. Let's plant it. The iron bar grew into a lamppost, so maybe this will grow into a toffee tree.
Brilliant! And you know what? It really did grow to a toffee tree.
It's the most delicious fruit you've ever tasted.
And we had such a lovely time there by the lake,
Bathing in blue waters.
sleeping under Fletcher's wings.
Best time of our lives, really. Until Polly says,
Diggory, did you hear that?
"Hear what?"
Fletch, you heard it too, didn't you? Is somebody watching us? Hello?
Show yourself!
Diggory, get the apple before it's too late. There's the gate.
Oh, what's that written in silver?
Come by the gate, or not at all. Take for others, or forbear. Those who steal or climb my wall find their heart's desire and despair. Despair?
Take for others. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll just take one piece for Aslan. I'll just go on alone. You hide.
Diggory walked through the golden gate. All was silent, even the flowing fountain. There, in the very middle, was the tree with the silver apples. Diggory plucked one. He was just about to put it in his pocket when he wondered what it smelled like. A terrible hunger came over him.
Oh, there's so many apples. It couldn't hurt to taste just one.
That's true.
You!
All fruit is meant to be tasty.
Yes, keep away!
Stay, please. Stay. Why do you flee? I have knowledge. Knowledge to make you happy all your days.
Why is your face white as salt?
Do you know what that fruit is? Hmm? The apple of youth. The apple of life. And you have in your pocket untasted. I have tasted it. I know I shall never grow old. Never die. Taste it, child, and we shall live together forever. We shall rule as queen and king.
I don't care about living on and on after everyone I know is dead. No, I don't care about being a king.
Your mother, child, do you care for her?
What's she got to do with it?
One bite would heal her. Didn't the lion tell you that?
No. No, he didn't.
Use your magic ring. In one moment we will be at your mother's bedside. In 5, her pain will be gone.
But the lion said...
The lion is far away. We are alone.
But I can't. I promised. Mother doesn't like me to break promises.
Mother would never know. Who would tell her, the little girl? We needn't take her with us.
Well, if it's for Mother...
For Mother. Ah. Isn't this better, No lions, no little girls.
No little girls. No Polly. No Polly. But she's my friend. And so is Aslan. You're no better than Uncle Andrew!
No, I have the tree. I have its fruit, I have its branches, and my heart cannot be broken, my heart is stone! Stone. Stone.
Yes. Stone.
Stone! Stone.
Alex Stone.
Do you see, boy? My companions surround me for eternity.
Alex.
Yours will be dust.
Where are you, Fledge?
Think of me when you lie old and dying.
Hurry, Fledge. Polly. Polly?
I'm here.
Polly.
I'm here.
You have to hurry.
And we did. We flew. We landed. And we went straight to Aslan.
I brought the apple, sir.
And the lion spoke in a voice that made the earth shake. Well done. And Diggory felt a change rise in his heart. He threw the apple toward the river, where it grew. It grew into a tree that protected Narnia, and instead of casting a shadow, the tree cast light. And we gathered round it to celebrate our new king and queen. It was the cabbie.
And his wife.
Ooh.
Oh, my name, Mr. Lion, sir. Frank, sir. Me? A monarch? And Manelli, too?
Now how'd I get here? I was right in the middle of the washing.
Hush, Nelly. He's making you queen of Narnia.
Ooh, that don't happen every Tuesday.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I might not be the right chap for the job.
He never had much education.
Well, of course I can plough, sir. I'm a countryman.
And we do fair and square by all these talking animals. Ooh, they is talking animals, ain't they?
Well, a chap don't know until he's been tried, mind, but if there was an enemy, why, I'd be the first to charge and the last to retreat.
Look at the crowns them dwarfs made. Look at the emeralds them gophers dug. Don't they just sparkle? Don't I look just like a queen?
It's an honor, sir. An honor.
King and
Queen of Narnia.
To him.
I'm afraid I cannot give him the gift of comfort. He has made himself unable to hear my voice. But I will give the gift of sleep. For him, all Narnia was a dream.
That's so sad.
I wish to speak with Diggory in private. My son, my son. Grief is great. Only you and I in this land know that yet. Let us be good to one another. What the witch would have you steal, I give freely. Take this to your mother. In your world, it will not give eternal life, but it will heal. Come, children. It's time to send you home. You need no rings to travel when Aslan is with you. Whoa. We're home, just like that. Mother. Mother?
Diggory.
Will you try this, Mother, please?
The doctor said I'm...
Please, please. I'll cut it into pieces for you. Just try it, Mother. Please try.
What a strange, bright fruit, my love. It puts light on the ceiling. Oh, my darling boy, do you see that light?
Mother? Mother? Oh. And the next day, she was well. Polly and I, we stayed friends.
Always.
We buried the core of the apple.
And we buried the magic rings in a circle around it.
And together they sprouted
You'll never guess.
a tree. And when we were very old, the tree grew down in a storm.
Oh, what a shame! That tree had magic in its roots. I suppose it was only good for firewood.
Not firewood, Paul. I built something with it.
A rocking chair?
A wardrobe.
That wardrobe sat in your house for years.
And some children got into it.
Bah! Children poking into dark places where they don't belong. We were never like that.
Oh, we forgot some things, true, but some we remembered.
A lamppost in the middle of a forest.
Riding on the breath of a lion, with sweetness and power over us.
And in us. And through us.
That memory stayed with us as long as we lived.
And if ever we were sad, or angry, or afraid, the thought of all that golden goodness, and the feeling that it was still there, quite close, just round some corner,
Just through some door.
would make us sure, deep inside, that
All was well.
Thank you so much for being a part of our story. There's just a very few things I want to say to you before we leave and say goodbye. The first is that we are actually having a very special contest for students, and you might not have heard about it, so I'll just give you a quick reminder just in case, which is we're doing an art contest about this story. So you can either read the book, or like all of you, you've got a head start, you've already seen this play. The way it works is you've only got a few more days, but you've got to take your artwork to the library, the Kodiak Public Library, by the 12th. And then we'll judge it, and we'll choose the winners. And the winners get a lovely blue ribbon, and the elementary school winner gets $100. And the junior high middle school winner gets $200. And the high school winner gets $300, if you know any high schoolers. So we're really hoping a lot of people who really see something in this story, that maybe they get creative ideas and they'll do some artwork. And now, artwork is sort of a misnomer because it can be a poem, a story that was inspired by this, it can be a dramatic monologue that you perform and film, it can really be anything creative. So you think about it yourselves, a mosaic, whatever you want, a kata, about kicking the witch, I don't know. But we hope to see many of you from this school participate. And next, I'd like you to know that we've got a little comment book. And we keep it for when people have really thought of something they want to say. You know, not just good job, thanks, but people who've really thought of something specific that they want to say to us. And sometimes we steal what they say and we put it on our website, if it's a very creative and interesting thing to say. So if you think of anything, please let your teacher know that you'd like to come visit our book, and we'll keep it here for about 30 minutes. And next, I know I'm talking a lot, but the next thing is that we love to do photo shoots up here. So if you would like to come and try on the crown, the top hat and the Aslan cloth, we can do several of you at a time and we can take photos of you if you like. Is that it?
Yes, they should just check with the teacher.
And thank you to this school for hosting us.
We love performing here, and I think this has been the best audience.
Have a lovely day.